All right, hello, 1-800-RADIATOR and AC Franchise Network. Have a lot to cover in this month's video announcement. I'm going to try and be short and sweet and very intentional in reviewing this month's kind of announcements. The agenda for this email is going to be, we're going to review how we did for the month of October, talking about touches and sales. We're going to talk about the national account targets that have been loaded and sent already. So those are done. That actually happened today. I know we're a little bit late for the month of November, but we were all out at SEMA last week, so apologize for that. I'm going to talk about this quick link in there for those of you that were unable to attend our national conference. One of our breakout sessions was the importance of national accounts and integrations, and I've recorded that link and I have that available for you guys to watch. I really encourage you in your free time, on the weekends, in the evenings, when you're just hanging out at home, to watch that video so you can understand how important national accounts are to this year's, to the rest of this year and next year, and for the future of our company. And then we're going to talk about the national account focus. I'm going to throw some stats at you, and in this email you have a little announcement of what we did just a few weeks ago to really focus on national accounts and see if we can't remove some simple barriers to them transacting, as well as win over some new accounts and grow the business. So we'll talk about that. So month of October, fantastic, you guys. You absolutely set a record for annualized visits per year. You guys touched these guys at a rate of 7.37 times per year. Sales growth for the month of October was 11.75%, absolutely tremendous. Over the last 44 days, you guys have visited 6,720 targets, which again puts us at that high 60s, almost 70% of national accounts touched every 6 weeks. So you guys have done a really good job. You know, there's a little chart in here, and this shows you 4-week and 12-week sales trends overall and for the Radiator category, for guys that have been visited more frequently. And as you can see, as you move down the layers there, the longer these guys have been out from visits, guess what? Their sales are declining. Guys that we've seen in the last 45 days, their Radiator sales are up and their total sales are up, and that's really what we want to get going. We are tremendously underpenetrated when it comes to national accounts. This is how we're going to grow radiators. This is a declining market. You guys, we've seen radiator sales slide year over year over year, and this is an area where we can really penetrate and earn some radiator business, sell some more hoses and caps. These guys are always, national accounts are huge on upselling, adding radiator hoses and thermostats, and radiator caps is a great opportunity for us there. So awesome job. So November national account visits, those have been uploaded. They were done today. If any of you guys have exceptions of, by FSR code splitting, we did all that based on the most recent adjustments that we have. If you guys have any questions about that or can't find that, please let me know. But the instruction should be, make sure your FSRs load anything with an MSO underscore, visit reason, or campaign name. They should add that into their routine so we can make sure those customers are being seen. The last 2 weeks, actually, visits have slid to national accounts, so let's stay focused on that. The third section of this email is the link to the national account presentation. It's about 30 to 35 minutes, so make sure you set aside some time to watch that video in its entirety. And then fourthly, you guys, national accounts is a major focus the rest of this year, next year, and for the future of this company. We want to be able to visit these customers at a minimum monthly, right? This includes the guys that buy from us and the guys that don't buy from us. Non-buying national accounts are the greatest opportunity that you guys have in your territory, hands down. And the focus point right now on those customers should be removing any barriers that exist to them transacting, finding out how they like to order, finding out how they pay their primary supplier, and making sure you have them set up the same way, executing price comparisons to make sure that the pricing you have them on is competitive to what their expectations are, and if it's not and the pricing is locked, you need to let us know so that we can help you make adjustments to get more aggressive on that pricing. Become a normal part of that customer's workflow. This was a major piece of the national meeting we talked about, and if you guys didn't attend, we talked about integrating not just our catalogs and their shop management system, but becoming a part of their normal workflow. And what I mean is, if buying from you is more difficult than their number one supplier for everything else that they buy, the chances of them buying from you are slim to none, right? If it's harder, if they have to go outside of their normal workflow. So the key here is figuring out how they like to do business in every shop, every national account, every independent account is a little bit different. You guys got to get in there as salespeople and find that. That's what your job is. So figure out how we can get into that workflow and make it easier. Okay, so the last thing we want to talk about, some of you are watching this video, you guys participated in this little mini national account program. We actually sent out a national announcement. That's attached to the email, so if you'd like to review those stats, you can. We got about 30 warehouses to participate. We were focused really on 1,500 national account targets, and we wanted to see them in just 2 weeks. We did that. We saw like 1,450 out of the 1,500 in 2 weeks, so you guys had amazing participation. We grew the revenue 21%, $60,000 in just 4 weeks across those warehouses. We got 45 new buyers. We got over 75 shops integrated, right? Either Mitchell or RO Ryder, or we figured out and let them know that we integrate with CCC, so we did the work there to get integrated. We saw an electronic lookup growth of 80%. We saw a regular general phone lookup growth of 26%. We increased our conversion 3.2% the 4 weeks after the program was completed. We filled out visit sheets where we gathered a ton of data. We did a price comparison. We got decision makers. We got 95% of these visit sheets filled out. We executed over 400 and something price comparisons on the spot. 311 of those we won and had a better price. 77 of those we didn't have a better price. And 1,000, right, we actually were not able to execute a price comparison. This is where I see the biggest opportunity for us. We need to focus on getting these guys to engage us in a price comparison. This outcome one, right, where we're not engaging, it means we're not doing something right. If we have over 60%, almost 70% of our visits, we're not able to engage them in a price comparison, we're not doing it right. So we're going to continue, I'm going to continue to work on training for you guys to help improve your approach and how you make those, because I think we have a lot of opportunity there. And I think it's an excellent way. Using this iPad, right, helps us do price comparisons. We have it right there on the spot. We can open it right in POS. It's very easy. We need to change our approach, because if we're doing 1,000 visits and we're not getting any of those guys to engage in a price comparison, we got a little work to do there. So I know we covered a lot. It's a ton of updates. I think the key takeaways are national accounts are a major initiative for our company and a future growth driver for our organization. 2, you guys did a great job in October. We moved the needle. We grew the business. We saw more customers. 3, November, we need to do even better. All the accounts have been loaded. If you guys don't know who your accounts are, you can't find them, you got to email us, reach out, create a ticket, call me, send me an email. We'll get that done for you. 4th, take a look at the National Account Conference presentation if you guys were unable to attend. There's really a lot of excellent information in there. It's about 35 minutes. The link is in the email. Again, you guys, thank you for your time and all of your hard work. We kept this to about 8 minutes, so really short video. I appreciate your time. Let's keep our eye on the prize and continue to grow the business. So really appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day, and I hope to talk to you soon.